Are adjustable coilover spring system, whatever you want to call it, worth the money? Are you watching this video because you're thinking about buying coilovers and you don't know whether or not you want to buy static coilovers or you want to buy adjustable coilovers? And there's one big difference between the two. Static, you got very minimal choices. Adjustable, it's your playground. You can choose what you want for that. I'm making this video today because I have decided to move away from my Airlift Performance airbags. I've been running them for about 6 years now, and I'm just kind of getting tired of them, and I wanted something different because I'm looking for more of a performance setup now. So what I went ahead and did is decide to go with brand new, actually really nice set of adjustable dampening coilovers. The whole package. And what's cool about this is it's not super expensive. If you guys don't know who ECS is, you either haven't been in the game long enough or you haven't had to buy any parts. They're one of the biggest companies out there for anything Aero parts that you may need for your cars, whether that be Audi, Volkswagen, Mercedes, BMW, all that jazz. Go ahead, check them out, give them some love. We're gonna go ahead and get to installing these bad boys, trying them out, seeing if they're really worth the price tag and if you guys should get them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for you. Just sit tight. If you're not already subscribed, if you could, please do subscribe. It costs you nothing. It means everything to me. And if you find these videos informative, entertaining, or anything like that, why not? Anyways, let's get back to it. First off, looking at this set, you might notice there's only one rear spring. The reason why you only see one is because I had to try it out myself before, because it's been about 6 years since I've done any suspension like this. It's all been Air Performance. And let me tell you, that setup compared to coil setup is so different. There's so many differences between the two. Coil is so much more straightforward. Air is so tedious. It's more than just a couple bolts. It's lots of stuff. Checking out the setup itself, the hardware seems very nice. The finish is actually really good. I like the color scheme they got going on with the gray, red, and black. I know some other companies like Bilstein and BC, they go different crazy colors like yellow. I'm not a big fan of yellow. There's some greens out there and all that fun stuff. I'm not really a big fan of those because they're just such an off color that they only work with certain setups. A gray and a red and a black, and they go with pretty much anything. You can put red with so many different colors. And it's clean. It's crispy. It's crispy! They gave me the whole setup. Sway links, obviously coil, strut, and then you have the coil again and strut. For the Mark 6 GTI, you have the divorce setup in the back, so you have the spring alone. Same with the shock alone. And some of the other cars, you obviously have them together, so they kind of look like this in the rear. Not for me. But all in all, the finishes on this look like they're gonna outlast the weather pretty dang good. Here in Florida, I really worry about the rusting and the degrading of parts very quickly, as you can see. So I'm hoping I at least get 4 years out of these bad boys. Like I said, the hardware, very good. This isn't technically going to be an install video since I haven't installed coils for 6 years. What I do say is if you get these coils from ECS or any coils, you could even follow ECS's install. They have a full install on these coils specifically. Watch through it very well, but when you buy these coils as well, they give you a PDF, which I recommend you guys read. I did that. It actually helped out a lot with the torque measurements and you know, what you should do first and how you should do it and all that stuff. So if you're rusty like me and you need a little refresh, and honestly, it's a good refresh even if you don't get ECS coils itself because it's all the same. The bolts still have to be tightened the same on the Mark 6, all of that stuff. The only thing different is just maybe how you adjust the springs themselves, which usually is not any different either. So they have a good install. You can find a lot of other installs. When I started to pick apart the car, converting from airbags back to coils, there's so many parts missing. But if you don't have airbags and you already have coils, you guys don't have to worry because all your parts that you'll need are already there and all that fun jazz. What I mean by that is just the strut setups are so different. Not for the rears though. As you can see, the rear strut mount on the Volkswagen GTI is going to be the same. Look at the difference between the two. New ECS strut mount for the rear. Dude, super nice. Really good finish. It really looks good. I always wonder, is there supposed to be a bushing in here? But no. As you can see, This one's just ripped to shreds because it got too low. I have to get all new hardware, strut mounts, the bushings, all that fun stuff. So we're good to go to install the rears. I'm gonna do that. Are you having a good day today? I hope you have a good day tomorrow. Already pulled off the rear bag. I did the other one on the other side already. I don't know if you guys can see. These bad boys are so worn. I don't know if you can see on camera, but there's a bunch of cracks. A lot of rotten crackage. Now I just got to get the spindle assembly out, take the shock out from up top, and then remove the sway bar link down here. If you hear the fan, sorry. And then go inside. We set up the height adjustments for what I want. The cool part about taking bags out is to get it out of its assembly, you don't actually need a jack like for coils, because the tension on the bag itself back here I could remove it. So all I have to do is air it out, and there's no tension on this, so I could just go ahead and unscrew it and it just pops right out like butter. So easy. Ooh, that came off way too easily. Voila! This is the height I'm looking for. This is what I'm gonna set it out for now. It's not all the way down. I'll do that later after the springs settle. Just got this finished up, torqued out. Gonna go ahead and install both of these real fast. Finished up installing both the shock and the coil. They look fantastic. As you can see, I don't have it all the way down. Little bit of room. This is your best friend when you're doing jobs like this on older cars. This thing has saved my ass several different times and made my life so much easier. As you can see, the car is driving. I am sorry for the delay on posting. A few things came up, and also my buddies came into town. So I took a quick break, enjoyed my time with them. It's been a while since they've been here, so I had to just enjoy it. But as you can see, like I said, I'm driving. I got the adjustable coilovers installed finally. I did run into a little hiccup that I'm talking to with ECS. Let's just get straight into the coilovers themselves. First of all, I want to just let you know that I am coming from air ride suspension. So when I'm speaking about the ride quality, it may sound a little obsessive, but what I have to say about ECS adjustable dampening is the ride quality is so good. First and foremost, when you get into the ride quality comparative to the bags that I was riding, Airlift Slam Series, it is bar none better. You can expect that because it's on coils and dampeners. So you're gonna have a lot better ride. And I appreciate that the most, honestly, because bags sucked. They just sucked. They sucked the life out of me. It wasn't fun. They looked really cool. The fact that you could adjust them was really cool, but that was about it. Driving, the performance, all of that is out the window. If you guys are DIYing this in your driveway or whatever and you don't have a lift, you're gonna run into some minor issues with adjusting your springs and all that fun stuff, trying to get it all correctly, because it is a pain in the arse. From what I can feel now to installing them, first of all, installing the coils was a lot easier than I thought. It was kind of a bit easier for me because I was on bags, so I could release the tension from the suspension manually before even getting into the suspension, which allowed installing it so much easier. The ride is great. I need to get an alignment right away because there is a little bit of wobble. In comparison to the ride height from the bags, it is really not that different. And I love the fact that it's capable of going that low for the adjustables, because the bags, they could go to the ground, obviously. And you could drive it that way if you wanted to, but obviously you shouldn't. The height I have it at right now is almost perfect. It is low enough to be very aggressive, but also high enough to not get my car absolutely obliterated by these roads out here. I wouldn't say the roads are bad. Luckily, I don't have the worst roads. Right now I'm falling in love with the ride quality, and my girlfriend is too, because when she rides with me, she hates just getting thrown around and feeling every little thing. And I like that too. I love how it really hits a turn when you want it to, and the braking, I don't feel it's not jerky as shit. It's just like, oh, because the response is instantly almost, which was really annoying. So when you hit everything, it was just like almost hitting a rock. I keep going back to the ride quality. Ride quality is really there. The ride quality is there. The quality of the product, it's there. The quality is there. The color scheme they have going, I like it. It looks really good. All around, it is a really good setup. If you are trying to get into it to the adjustable coils and get a really solid setup that isn't break the bank, you should really look into this, because I think these are gonna ride out for a while. And obviously, as time goes on in this car, I'm gonna give an update. I can give a year update to see how they're holding up, especially because I'm in Florida and the rust is a monster out here. So if these don't have a good finish on them or anything like that, the rust is just going to make it. It's definitely will be doing that. But right now, as we sit, I am very satisfied. For me, it took about, by myself, it took about, I think, 8 hours to install on my own in my driveway. The job itself's not hard. If you've done it, definitely do it. But if you're looking to get adjustable coilovers, more specifically ECS coilovers, I would have to say go ahead and do it. It is far none better than standard lowering springs, and it it is unfortunately way better than air suspension. I think air suspension's cool, but the adjustable dampening is so nice. You feel like a luxury, like Porsche, even though you can't just click a button and change the dampening. If you're an engineer geek, you probably could, but I'm not. You have to pop the hood and change it manually. If you guys like this video and you watched it all the way through, give it a like, comment down below. If you have adjustable coilovers already, leave a comment down below what you think. If you hate them, you love them, whatever. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I love them. I honestly wish I would have switched over sooner. Subscribe to the channel because we got a lot coming. I'm starting to do a lot more, as you guys can see. This thing is bombastic. I love this. If you haven't seen this video or you want to do it, I totally recommend doing it because it's just so nice. Sorry for the delay. See you guys all in the next video.